Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, first, let me introduce our group. These are Oktavia Putri Amalia and then Selvi Ayu Anggraini. Today, we were gonna presentation about grammar translation method or GTM. Okay, let's get started.
Halo, my name Oktavia Putri Amalia, NIM 204200097. Here I will to tell you about the grammar translate method. Grammar translation method, a method of foreign or second language teaching which makes use of translation and grammar study as the main teaching and learning activities. History. It dates back to Erasmus 1466 until 1536. Originally used to teach Latin and Greek in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Earlier in 20th century, this method was used for the purpose of helping students read and appreciate foreign language literature. How to use? Using of mother tongue to text target language. How to use? Using of mother tongue to text target language. Grammar is taught deductively. Memorize vocabulary items that are taught in the form of word list. Memorize grammar rules. Elaborate explicit teaching of grammar. Focus on morphology and syntax. Focus on reading and writing. Reading of difficult text early in the course. The practice focus on exercise in which students translate sentence or text from their mother tongue to the target language and vice versa. Background. Traditional method of second language teaching in school, most common language teaching method. Stress the literacy development. Teacher centered. Introduction. Original purpose. Helping students read and appreciate foreign language literature. Students can become more familiar with the grammar of their native language, also write and speak their native language better. Helpful for mental exercise. Students are able to read the literature, which is written in the target language. They are able to translate from and into the target language. They are able to enhance their skills in reading and writing.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Selvi Ayu Anggraini. I am from M.Pd class. I'll continue my friend explanation about grammar translation method or GTM. Key features of grammar translation method. Classes are taught in the mother tongue with a little active use of target language. Much vocabulary is taught in the form of lists of isolated words. Long elaborate explanation of the intricacies of grammar are given. Grammar provides the rule for putting words together, and instruction often focus on the form and inflection of words. Reading of difficult classical texts is beginning early. Little attention is paid to the contexts of texts, which are treated as exercises in grammatical analysis. Often the only drills are exercised in translation disconnected sentence from the target language into the mother tongue. And then next about principle and techniques. Translation of literary passage. Students will be asked to read literary passage and translate the target language into their native language. Translation may be written and spoken. Translation made by the student can show that they understand their meaning. And then, what is advantage of grammar translation method? Easier for teacher to use. I does not request student teacher to speak good English or make a good lesson preparation. Only use the textbook. Least stressful for student teaching a course in the first language. Student learn the new language without contact with native speaker. And then I'm going to talking about disadvantage of grammar translation method. Student lack comprehension only translation word for word. Does not allow student to create meaning in English. Student do not learn to read. Extensive memorization. Very little student or teacher and student or student interaction. Principle and techniques. The ability of communicating in the target language is a goal. The student asks questions in their native language and are also answered by the teacher also in their native language. The teacher asks students in their native language. Deductive application of rules. It is important to learn about the forms, grammar rules of the target language. Grammar rules are presented with examples. Students are asked to apply the rules to example they are given. Reading comprehension question. Student answer this question in the target language. Answer to the question may be in the reading text or based on the understanding of the student or student or experience related to text. Teacher as authority. Teacher decides whether the student answer are correct. It's important for student to get correct answer. If student answer incorrectly, the teacher will provide the correct answer. Memorization. Students are asked to memorize new words, grammatical rules, and verb conjunction. Fill in the blank. Teacher gives students sentence with word missing. Student will fill the blanks with a new vocabulary or with a particular grammar type. Use word and sentence. Students are asked to make up sentence with a new word they learn in the text. This technique can show whether students really understand the new words. Composition. Students are asked to write a composition in the target language. The topic is based on some aspect of the reading passage. Conclusion. Teaching involves any instructional technique that draw learners' attention to some specific grammatical form in such way that it helps them either to understand in metalinguistically and or process in comprehension and or production so that they can internalize it. Okay, maybe that's enough about our presentation in grammar translation method. Akhirul kalam, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.